Race fans, Racing 393. In today's video, I'm just going to go over some racing adventures I did over the weekend on two separate tracks. They're very local to me, unfortunately. Lucky enough, actually, to be able to walk to one of them. So the first video you're going to see is of my local kart track, and I used to race there for many years. I can actually walk there. Now, I was never really more than 15 minutes away from that. And then on the second part of the video, another racetrack, stock car track I used to race at for many years. Aldershot Stadium. Again, probably about 20 minutes from that, maybe 25, no, 20 minutes. I've actually cycled to that area from where I live. So these are the two most local racetracks to me. I've just got a couple of action and some pit shots and a little bit of a voiceover to sort of explain what you're looking at. Sit back and enjoy it. It's only a short video, but I hope you enjoy it. So this is the first location. This is my local kart track. Literally I can walk here, sort of behind those trees that you can see there. I walk with the dog and I go running around that area, so it's very local. Camberley Kart Club. I used to race here from about early 80s up to probably a good 10 years, I suppose, back then. It got really expensive. I was only about 15 minutes away from the track even then. I did race here in my latter life. I say that as if it's a morbid comment, but it's more when I got older. These are Rotax Maxes. These ones you see going around are the junior Rotax Max. But pretty much, if you go to any sort of club event in the UK, there are other aspects. I'm not going to go into all the details now, but majority of the classes are actually Rotax Max. So, lovely track, lovely setting, very tiring track. No rest, lots of grip, tyres are much better nowadays than they were. So, yep, enjoyed that. On to the next venue. On to the second venue. This is more recent for me, I guess. Well, say more recent. 2010 I gave up stock car racing. And this is Aldershot Stadium. This is, again, about 20 minutes from me by car. I have cycled over here. So this is very familiar for me. These particular cars are what's known as the Brisker Formula 2 stock car. Powered by a 2-litre engine. Not quite sure. I've been out of the game for a long time now. The driver there, number 7, Gordon Moody. I'm going to say I'm not a fanboy, but I'm very much in awe of his ability to race these cars and be as successful as he is. Bearing in mind, he's from the other side of the world. In our case, he's from Scotland. He's come all the way down. I hate to think how long it's taken him. A good 7-8 hours, if not more. He's actually closer to France than he is to home, where he is at the moment, which is ironic. Matt Linfield. I know him reasonably well. Used to race against him when he raced for Speedworth. You can see that these cars have rather large wings on them. They do aid a little bit of downforce and stability in the corners. And the cars are purpose-built, like a ladder chassis, and built for contact, not for destruction, but they are built to push and shove and push the opponent out of the way. 776 Dan Roots, I think that is, I believe. I could be wrong. He did super stocks recently. I'm not quite sure why he went to F2. The guy there on the right there, Andy Smith, very famous F1 Brisker F1 driver and world champion, and 931 there. Rebecca Smith. I don't know. I think that's his daughter, is it? I don't know. I'm not too up on that. I believe so. She's doing Formula 2, so that's awesome. And I think there's another. I don't know if it's a sister or daughter or something there. The car there, the blue car, 39. I'm sure that's another part of the Smith family. Very famous driver. Been there, done it, seen it. Wore the T-shirt, literally. These ones are what the variant of the Brisker. They're cheaper F1 stock car. Now the F1s are sort of V8 powered. These are, I think, a Rover powered, Rover V8. Again, I could be wrong, as I'm not too sure. A fairly basic. They're on standard size wheels, so you can't run offsets and things like that. Um, it's a shame they all sort of northern based. There's not many of them at the track on this particular meeting, but back in their home area, there's many of them. So I like these. These are sort of very nicely built. Now onto one of the favourites of mine. These are the saloon stock cars. Again, they don't really race this far down south that often. They used to many years ago. Driver here, Michael Allard, world champion. Apparently, he came all the way over from Belgium yesterday. When I say yesterday, that was on a Saturday. This is Sunday. So he raced in Belgium, and now he's at Aldershot. Hence, I suppose that's why the car's like it is. He's repairing stuff and changing the diff, I would think, or whatever he's doing. Or the axle. But these cars are, majority of them is Sierra based, 2-litre powered, built for again, not destruction, don't get me wrong, but full out contact. And boy, when these guys hit, they hit. I used to do a 1300 version of these, a much smaller, and my father raced, I wouldn't say these because they've changed over the years, but back in the day they were still the 2-litre stock car. You can see here this car, I don't know the driver's name, I'm not too up on the drivers nowadays, but very neat and tidy. Obviously a new car built, nicely done, nice colour. Yeah, I think he won a race as well, this guy there, so yeah, I like that. You can see it's only like the top part, which is actually the car. I'm not sure what that is actually. I don't think that's a Sierra. I could be wrong again on that one. These ones are clearly the Sierra hatchback. And the driver just coming up to here, a famous driver, infamous driver, whichever way, 116 Diggy Smith. I mean, look at the state of that car. I mean, if you don't know too much about this formula, then you won't understand quite this driver. He's very prolific. You can see the state of that bumper, but it's as it bends, it gets stronger. But he's into his 50s now. He must be. And over the years, very controversial, but very good driver. Absolutely, drive anything. And the car next to him is his. Again, I'm not sure. I think it's his son, Billy Smith. But again, it's a family that's within the stock car fraternity, which is very famous. I've just over this side of the pits here. This guy here, 618. Stuart, what's his surname? I forgot. Sheevil, I think, all the way down from Scotland. Anyway, a little bit of practice. F2 practice. Notice these cars go round anti-clockwise, as you Americans would say. Single seater, open wheel, contact, very fast. Lots of grip. I don't know how much power. I should know. 100, maybe 150, 60, 180, 180 brake I don't know what they are now. I think the Pinto I used to run was about 100 something brake when I had it on the dyno. It's been many years since I've sort of up on these things now, but they don't change too much. But as you can see, the track's like it's egg-shaped, so this corner of the track is like pointy a bit, and the corner down the other end is much wider. These are the V8s. You can hear the stock car V8 engine screaming out at you. These sound great. I mean, they're not quite as loud as the Brisker Formula 1 stock cars, but nevertheless, if there was more of them, these are good. Speedworth have sort of done away with the Speedworth version of the V8. Speedworth was another organisation down south which run these type of cars. These ones are Brisker. Brisker's another mainly mid to Midland to northern based. So we're going to go on to some action shots in a second. I do believe that's going to coming up. So this is the start of the race. So there's a lot of shots here of banging and crashing and skids. So at this point in the video, I'm going to keep quiet. You'll be glad to hear. So you can sit down and enjoy the crashing and the bashing and the noise and the spectacle. Enjoy. And that is that. That was my adventures over the weekend, from karting to stock car racing. Like I've said, both tracks very local to me. Quite lucky to be in an area where there's tracks within, one of them at least, walking distance. So, what do you think? Those of you that only watch my videos that perhaps are not UK based, I suppose karting is fairly generic worldwide, but I think the stock car racing there is specifically UK sort of design, although there are variants of it in other parts of the world. If you sort of look into the sort of the oval, somewhere like dirt ovals, tarmac ovals, contact style of racing. Not everything's contact on the ovals, but I suppose that's the most. Well, I wouldn't say it's the fans' favourite, but I think it sort of brings the fans in. I'm not. This isn't a video about what the best formulae are. If you want to look up the UK side of oval racing, I will put a link in the description of both Speedworth International and Brisker, and you can look up for yourself to read up on the types of cars that are racing round. Those that are in the UK, well, you probably, if you're watching this, you'll probably know about the different variants of racing that we do on the ovals. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a very quick video. Did I say video then? Video. Very hot day on both days, 28 degrees or more. The sun beating down on you again. But I hope you enjoy what I see there. I'll try to share with you my interests, basically. So there will be more race videos coming up soon. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave a thumbs up. It's also very good. And I shall see you on the next time I visit a racetrack. Bye for now.